As a matter of fact, my attention has been drawn to a lot of social media posts and speculations that the office of the Commissioner for Information and State Orientation at Ebonyi State caused the detention, arrest and detention of a journalist in Ebonyi State. I want to use this opportunity and this medium to categorically state that the person that is being referred to, that is Godfrey Chikwere, is not a journalist known to Ebonyi State. I've had to confer with the NUJ, and they clearly stated that he's not a journalist. But come to talk about it, the truth of the matter is that the Ministry of Information and State Orientation, in keeping with its mandate of ensuring orientation of the people against all forms of bad habits, and also in keeping with its duty of sensitizing the people and ensuring the implementation of the law we made, the Ebonyi State law on cybercrime prohibition 2021, which is law 012 of 2021. We had to swing into action by ensuring that we track all persons that are spreading fake news, either through publications or however through any other electronic means. And incidentally, this said Godfrey Chikwere happened to be one of those that were found to be in the habit of posting fake information and also spreading hate speech. As a matter of fact, the Ebonyi State government has passed a law on this, and it is my duty as Commissioner for Information not only to sensitize members of the public, but also to ensure the implementation of that law, because it does concern information dissemination. And it happened that Godfrey Chikwere is one of the persons that have been a suspect in this regard. Let me mention that we've had two cases where people were seen to be circulating fake information, were arrested and they were acquitted. And once prima facie is established, prima facie case is established, the police had to do the needful. We have a case of the PA to the Vice Chancellor under this administration, Vice Chancellor of Ebonyi State University, who was arrested, quizzed, and he was also charged to court. And so the case of Godfrey Chikwere can never be treated separately or exceptionally in this regard. I just want to urge the members of the public to join us in the campaign against fake news and hate speech. It has been an evil wind that has been doing us a lot of bad in the society. All of these killings, all of these hate issues here and there are because of social media posts that are not true. Ebonyi State is an exceptional state in the sense that we are in a haste to develop. We're a very young state, and we wouldn't want to be involved in all of those things that will bring about crisis, bring about violence, bring about distrust among states of the Federation. We are committed towards ensuring that we stamp out all forms of hate speeches and fake news in Ebonyi State. And so let me also mention that Godfrey Chikwere was once a staff of this state, staff of the civil service in the state. And I can tell you that sometime he had to pull out because of issues about his result. So we are not trying to talk about his character, but I can say that he has been having series of activities that are very, very anti-development in nature, and so it is our duty to find a way of bringing him to book.
Sir, guide us more into exactly what be published?
They said Godfrey Chipre published and stated, among others, that it is clear that the army, that this army is an arm of the armed forces. The army is seriously and willingly losing respect from the public. That is capable of, discrediting the integrity of the army. And of course, you know the implication. These are the people that are protecting the society. And when you say that they are willingly losing respect from the public, it is actually an issue of fake news and hate speech. He also mentioned that politicians, perhaps his own politicians, would get used to kill persons or to murder persons, and they will in turn, the politicians will in turn get them engaged, give them money to do business. So I want to know whether it is the politician that is supporting that is killing, because killing is actually something that is unlawful in the society. And that kind of allegation is capable of causing political apathy amongst the people of the state. That is actually very critical. And if you go to the literary meaning of fake news, even your dictionary will tell you that anything that is capable of disparaging another, or that is capable of discrediting another, or that is capable of causing political apathy is fake news. And such, in line with the law, has some repercussions. And I must say that the police have done their work by arresting and quizzing. And so members of the public should just wait and see what is going to be the outcome. That you are being tried in criminal matter does not mean that that the world has ended. If fake news is not established, then he knows what to do. The lawyers are there. And so for politicians to begin to take advantage of the fact that Godfrey Chipre was arrested, to be peddling a lot of rumors, castigating government, we want to tell them that Godfrey Chipre is just the same person like every other person that can be invited by the police. And the law is not a respecter of any person at all. And incidentally and unfortunately to him, the man has been parading himself as a journalist, whereas he's not a journalist. So he's trying to have cheap sympathy, or call it cheap sympathy from the journalists. But I'm very, very happy that the journalists in Ebonyi State have clearly stated that this man is not a journalist, but we know his antecedents. The government of Ebonyi State has been so benevolent to him. Even though he's not from Ebonyi State, he was brought to Ebonyi State, and government of Ebonyi State gave him job. And unfortunately, he abandoned the job because of want of qualification. A lot of criminal issues. Even the audit unit of Ebonyi State government is having a lot of issues to sort out with him over his submissions. So it's really unfortunate that we can have such a person and he will be living a fake life, but we will not go into his character until when there is time for it.
But it seems going by what he wrote, he didn't mention anybody's name there. So how come state government is going on with what he said?
Law number 012 of 2021 says clearly that if you make a publication or any post in social media or in any electronic platform whatsoever, and that publication is capable of getting the public to have a kind of political apathy, or to a kind of have a negative feeling about a person or persons or a system, then it goes to issue of fake news. And in this regard, it doesn't have to apply to a particular, it doesn't mean that he must mention a particular person's name. And so what we are trying to fight against is a situation whereby our youths will be brainwashed into going to, take arms, to go into crimes, go into violence because of the way and manner they were brainwashed.
Okay, so, this law, I don't know, when was this law passed, and how come nobody has seen it? You're not even aware of it.
You have not seen it, you have to see it now. If I ask you how many laws have you seen, you tell me perhaps you have not seen all. But even a good lawyer is not the person who sees all the law, knows all the law, but knows where to go to get the law. That is a good lawyer. So if you have not seen the law, look at the law. It was passed exactly, it was assented to by the Chief Executive of Ebonyi State exactly on the 27th day of September 2021. And that is in keeping with the cry of the masses that there should be law to regulate all of these social media posts, especially in the area of fake news, hate speech, and all of that.